No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another. A loving heart is the truest wisdom. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts.
Heaven knows we need never be ashamed of our tears, for they are rain upon the blinding dust of earth, overlying our hard hearts. In the moonlight, which is always sad, as the light of the sun itself is, as the light called human life is, at its coming and its going. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. My advice is, never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time. Collar him. I hope that real love and truth are stronger in the end than any evil or misfortune in the world. The broken heart. You think you will die, but you just keep living, day after terrible day. Ask no questions, and you'll be told no lies. You are in every line I have ever read.
I am what you designed me to be. I am your blade. You cannot now complain if you also feel the hurt. A multitude of people and yet a solitude. A dream, all a dream, that ends in nothing, and leaves the sleeper where he lay down, but I wish you to know that you inspired it. The cloud of caring for nothing, which overshadowed him with such a fatal darkness, was very rarely pierced by the light within him. Good never come of such evil, a happier end was not in nature to so unhappy a beginning. Death may beget life, but oppression can beget nothing other than itself. Vengeance and retribution require a long time, it is the rule. Nothing that we do is done in vain. I believe, with all my soul, that we shall see triumph. Then tell the wind and fire where to stop, but don't tell me. Pause, you who read this, and think for a moment of the long chain of iron or gold, of thorns or flowers, that would never have bound you, but for the formation of the first link on one memorable day. Scattered wits take a long time in picking up. He knew enough of the world to know that there is nothing in it better than the faithful service of the heart. I would ask you to believe that he has a heart he very, very seldom reveals, and that there are deep wounds in it. My dear, I have seen it bleeding. I have sometimes sat alone here of an evening, listening, until I have made the echoes out to be the echoes of all the footsteps that are coming by and by into our lives. Perhaps second-hand cares, like second-hand clothes, come easily off and on. We changed again, and yet again, and it was now too late and too far to go back, and I went on. And the mists had all solemnly risen now, and the world lay spread before me. Detestation of the high is the involuntary homage of the low. When the time comes, let loose a tiger and a devil, but wait for the time with the tiger and the devil chained, not shown, yet always ready. Spring is the time of year when it is summer in the sun and winter in the shade. There was something very comfortable in having plenty of stationery. Life is made of so many partings welded together. So, throughout life, our worst weaknesses and meannesses are usually committed for the sake of the people whom we most despise. No varnish can hide the grain of the wood, and that the more varnish you put on, the more the grain will express itself. She had curiously thoughtful and attentive eyes, eyes that were very pretty and very good. While there is infection in disease and sorrow, there is nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor. Dignity, and even holiness too, sometimes, are more questions of coat and waistcoat than some people imagine. But tears were not the things to find their way to Mr. Bumble's soul. His heart was waterproof. Sudden shifts and changes are no bad preparation for political life. Don't be afraid. We won't make an author of you, while there's an honest trade to be learnt, or brickmaking to turn to. There is no remorse so deep as that which is unavailing. If we would be spared its tortures, let us remember this, in time. It opens the lungs, washes the countenance, exercises the eyes, and softens down the temper, so cry away. Although the happiness and delight of my life lie buried there too, I have not made a coffin of my heart, and sealed it up forever on my best affections. Deep affliction has only made them stronger. It ought, I think, for it should refine our nature. People like us don't go out at night 'cause people like them see us for what we are. Never close your lips to those whom you have already opened your heart. Suffering has been stronger than all other teaching, and has taught me to understand what your heart used to be. I have been bent and broken, but, I hope, into a better shape. There are books of which the backs and covers are by far the best parts. A wonderful fact to reflect upon, that every human creature is constituted to be that profound secret and mystery to every other. The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again.